Going to get started with our morning meeting. I know there's a lot of excited friends because we're doing our slime project today, but we also have other things to do in our meeting. So let's get started with our greeting. Our greeting today is just going to be a good morning wave to everybody. So let's wave and greet our friends. Good morning, Eileen. Good morning, Elliot. Good morning, Stephen. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Lena. Good morning, Hugh. Good morning, Takaya. I was fast this morning since there's a lot of friends who aren't here. We are done with our greeting.
Time to wake up.
Okay, now it is time for us to do our share. And our share today is to think about what you are going to do over the weekend. We have no school tomorrow because it's Saturday and no school on Sunday. And I know that the weather is supposed to be a little bit nicer this weekend. We're not supposed to have any rain and it should be a little bit warmer and hopefully sunny. So you might have some plans for what you want to do at your home this weekend, or you might not know yet and you might have things you want to do. So I'm going to get our sharing wheel and we're going to have some friends share about what they are going to do or what they want to do over the weekend. If you don't want to share when I call you, you can just say, no, thank you. So let's see who's going to share. Katarine's not here. Reagan's not here. Elliot's here. Elliot, would you like to share?
Yes.
Do you have anything you're going to do this weekend or anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to play games.
You want to play some games? Do you have any games that you want to play in mind?
Yes.
What games?
Like chess.
Chess. Ooh, that sounds like
and just
cool.
And other games.
That sounds like fun. Thanks for sharing, Elliot. Let's have two more friends share. Nazia's not here. Takaya, where is Takaya? Takaya, would you like to share?
Yeah.
What are you going to do or what do you want to do this weekend?
I want to do is this I want to play or stuff.
You want to play? Is there anything you want to play? Any game in particular?
Oh no, I want to play with.
I don't know.
I got a lot of things to play.
Sounds like fun. Let's have one more friend share. Allison's not here. Eileen. Eileen, would you like to share?
Yes.
What are you going to do or what do you want to do this weekend?
I want to my daddy buy clothes to me and I'm going to see next week and I'm going to play.
Fun. You have a busy weekend. Thank you for sharing. Just like at school, if you didn't get a chance to share, you can say, oh, well, maybe next time. And now that we are done with our share, we are going to move on and say we are done. 1, 2, 3, check. And now it is time for our activity, which is going to be making slime. You are going to get to watch me make slime. And if you have the ingredients at home, you can try to make slime with me. If you don't have the ingredients at home, that's okay, because I'm going to put this video of morning meeting on YouTube, and you can watch it anytime. So if you get the ingredients like in June or July, you can go back to YouTube and find our video so you can learn how to make it. Also, on our first grade website, I put the instructions on how to make slime. So if you forget how to make slime or if you forget what you need, you can go to the first grade website. I'll show you right now so you know where to find it. You can go to this week, which is April 27th to May 1st. Once you get to this page, you can go to where it says Friday, And then just like normal, there's your math video, your phonics, cooking with Miss G, your read aloud video. And then underneath it, there's a picture of slime. And then there's a box that says how to make slime. And there's a little piece of paper and you can click that. And then you can see the instructions on how to make slime. And the instructions are in English and in Spanish. And it tells you what you need and how to do it. So the instructions are here. The video that I'm taking right now is going to be on YouTube, so you can learn how to do it too. You guys ready to make slime? Hold on, we have Hyundai joining us and Hugh. Hugh's coming back in. He left for a second. Okay, good morning, Hyundai. Okay, just in time. So we are going to learn how to make slime. The last couple of days, I've shared with you the ingredients, the things you need to use to make slime. You need school glue, which is like the white liquid glue. If you have a glitter glue at home, you can use that too. You need saline solution, which is what people use for the contacts in their eyes. You need baking soda, which you use to bake cakes or muffins. And you need coloring, food coloring, if you want to have colorful slime. So those are the things you need. You ready to learn how to do it? Oh, you also need some tools. You need a bowl. You need something to stir your slime with, and you need measuring spoons so that you can measure the ingredients to make slime. So let's learn how to make slime. You ready? Okay. I am going to show you how we make it. And you can make it at home, or you can just watch so you know how to do it later. Hold on one second. I'm going to get something to put my computer up so you can see it a bit better. Let's see if this works. Okay, nod your heads if you can see the bowl. You ready to learn how to make slime? Thanks for the thumbs up, Frank. Okay. I've only made slime one time before, so we'll see how this goes. First, you need your school glue. And I'm not gonna squirt it out at the top here because you need the whole bottle. So I'm gonna unscrew the lid and I'm going to pour the whole bottle of glue into my bowl. It's a lot of glue. A lot of glue. This is gonna make a lot of slime. I'm gonna save this slime and I'm gonna put it in a bag and I'm gonna let Henry play with the bag of slime. Okay, there's still more glue coming out. Oh my gosh. I wanna get it all out. I'm gonna put the lid on, I'm gonna shake it one more time just to see if I can get any extra glue in the bottle to go all the way to the bottom. And let's empty it out. Even more glue, wow. Okay. I think I got most of my glue out. So now that my glue is out, I wanna check my instructions so I remember what to do next. So hold on one second. Okay. When we make slime, we pour a bottle of glue into the bowl. We did that. And then it says mix in food coloring or glitter. I don't have food coloring. I mean, I don't have glitter, so I'm not going to make glittery slime, but I do have food coloring. I have red, blue, green, and yellow. I think I want to make my slime like a greenish color, like a bright green slime. So I'm going to take 1 drop of green food coloring into my glue. And I think I want to make it like a bright greenish color, but also a little bit of yellow. So I'm going to add 1 little yellow drop in. Okay. Now it said to mix it up. So I'm going to take my, it's called a rubber spatula, but I'm going to use this to mix my glue. And let's see what happens as we do it. I might decide to add a little bit more color if I think it could be more colorful. Can you see it starting to turn green? It's a really light green, so I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Ooh, it really smells like glue in here. Add some more green. And I think I'm gonna add another little drop of yellow. If you like different colors, you can mix different colors to make your slime whatever color you want. Maybe you wanna make purple slime with red and blue, or maybe you wanna make orange slime with red and yellow, or maybe you just want white slime, but you wanna add glitter. I don't have glitter, so I'm not gonna make glittery slime, but that's okay. Okay, that looks like a good slime color. Ew. I think I got it all mixed up. So now I have to see what I do next. Let's check my instructions. Okay. Step 1 is done. Now, step 2, it says add 1 teaspoon of baking soda to the glue mixture and stir. So I need to measure using my measuring spoon, and I need 1 teaspoon. TSP means teaspoon, and I need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So I'm gonna open my baking soda and I'm gonna scoop out 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Here's my teaspoon, and I'm gonna add it to my glue. Now I have to mix it again. Pretty easy, you don't need many ingredients. Okay, mix it all up. Still looks like glue. The baking soda doesn't really do a whole lot to it yet. Okay, what do I do next? Let's take a look. I think we're done with step 2. Now it's time for step 3. Step 3 is add 2 tablespoons of contact lens solution and stir slowly. Okay. This time I need to use another measuring tool, and I need my tablespoon. TBSP stands for tablespoon, and I need 2 tablespoons of my saline solution. So I wonder if I can take the top off. I might just have to squeeze it. This might take a minute because a tablespoon is a little bit bigger. So 2 tablespoons. Okay, there's 1 tablespoon. Let's do another tablespoon. This stuff is called contact lens solution or saline solution, and people use it to clean their contacts, which are those little things you can put in your eyes so you can help you see, just like glasses. Okay. So I put my 2 teaspoons in, and it said stir slowly. So I'm gonna stir it slowly. Ooh, it's really sticky. It's starting to become way more like slime. Ew. Okay, it is hard to mix it in. Do you see how it's becoming super sticky and stringy? It's really different than it was a second ago. Let me just mix it hard for 1 second and see if I can get all of this saline solution in. Ew, it's making some funny sounds. Okay, I'm gonna check the instructions to see what to do next. So hold on 1 second. So next was step 4, and it says stir until a ball of slime forms. And I think I have a ball of slime. Number 5 says pick up the slime and work it between your 2 hands until smooth. If it's really slimy, you can add more contact solution if you need to. So I don't think I'm gonna need to add any more because I have a ball of slime. Look at it. I think I'm gonna take it out of the bowl and I'm gonna mix it. Ew, ew, it feels super slimy. That's kind of gross. Does it look like slime? It is very sticky and slimy and wet, and it makes some funny sounds. Hold on one second. Let me move my materials. Can you see it? It's really slimy. So I think I did it. I think I made my slime. It's stretchy. I think I did a pretty good job. Do you guys have any questions? You?
How come when your slime got made, how do you really stir it if it sticks to the thing that you're using?
It's really hard at the beginning to mix it because you're just mixing a bowl of glue. But when you add the contact solution, it like becomes one big ball and then it doesn't get sticky anymore. Like when I touch it, my hands aren't sticky. The glue does something weird. It mixes with the baking soda and the saline solution and then it's not sticky anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a science experiment. I think some of the ingredients mix together. Look at how stretchy it is. Okay, did anybody else have something to ask, Hyundai?
When I was in kindergarten with Miss Nancy, it looked like the same slime. I also chose green.
Yeah, green is a good slime color, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
Eileen, did you have a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Maybe if we go to your sand cluster and we can make slime and we can put it in a bag and then we can take it home.
Maybe next year when you're in 2nd grade, I might make slime in my STEM cluster. We'll have to see. Takaya, did you have a question?
Yeah, I'm gonna lose 2 bottle glues.
You what?
I'm gonna lose 2 bottle glues, so I get last time.
Okay, you're gonna use 2 bottles of glue to make a lot of slime. You agree? Frank, you're gonna make a lot of slime too? Lena, did you have a question?
Yes. I'm gonna use all my glue to make a ginormous slime.
To make a ginormous slime, okay. Hugh, did you have another question?
Yeah.
What's up?
Another question is, well, then why? How can Henry basically play with it?
Well, that's what I was going to tell you about next. If you just leave it out like this, it's going to dry out and you won't be able to play with it and stretch it. It'll get hard. So if you want to keep your slime, you need to keep it in an airtight container. That means a container that air can't get into, like maybe a plastic container that has a lid or a glass jar. I'm going to keep mine in this bag. I'm not going to let Henry touch it with his hands because Henry is too little and he'll just put it in his mouth. And this isn't something we want babies to be, or anybody to be putting in their mouth. But I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag like this. And when we were in our classroom at school, do you remember how we pushed the air out of our bags, of our cubes? I'm gonna do the same thing with my bag of slime and then I'm gonna zip it. And then I'm just gonna give Henry the bag to play with. So he can touch the outside of the bag and move the slime with his hands, but he won't actually touch the slime. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but then he might think that's the actual slime and try to put the whole thing in his mouth.
I don't think he'll do that. Plus, because he's a baby, I'll sit and watch him when he has it, so I'll make sure that if he starts to put it in his mouth, I'll take it out.
Okay. I didn't mean stop, you're hurting Cuddle.
Okay. So, that's my slime. Pretty cool, right? The one thing I wanted to share was that when I did this, I used a pretty big bottle of glue. It actually tells you how much glue is in it, and it says it's 7.625 fluid ounces. That's how much glue is in my bottle. You might have a bottle that's smaller that has 4 ounces. So if you have a smaller bottle, you're going to have an adult help you divide your recipe in half. So instead of 2 tablespoons, you would just need 1. And instead of 1 teaspoon of baking soda, you would need half of this. You would need half a teaspoon. So make sure you check how much glue you have when you're making this. I'll put this video on YouTube so when you get the ingredients, you can make slime at home. And don't forget the recipe with the instructions is on the website, okay? So that was making slime. That was pretty cool. I hope the next time I make slime, I get to make it with you guys instead of making it on the computer. Now that we're done with our slime, that was our activity. We still have some other morning meeting things to do. So we are going to go back to morning meeting. We are now done with our activity. So we can say 1, 2, 3, check. Slime was pretty fast to make. Now it's time for our message. You ready to read the message with me? Read it together. Remember, you're going to read the words that are in yellow. And today's date looks different because yesterday was the last day of April. Today is the first day of May. So we are going to have to read the date with the word May, the date at the beginning. Okay? Here we go. Ready? Here's our message. May 1st, 2020. Oop. Good morning, friends. Today is Friday. Today we are learning at home. Mark my words. Love, Miss Harrington. Okay. We are going to take a look at some words today that have blends, maybe at the beginning or at the end. And some of these words are going to have words with a suffix S in them. We're also going to think about if these words are closed syllables or open syllables, which is something we haven't talked about in a few days. So we will remind ourselves of what that means in a second. So let's take a look at our 3 words and let's tap them out. You might have seen these words in Cooking with Miss G. Let's look at our first word. Get your fingers ready to tap. Here we go. Crust. Ooh, this word has a beginning and an ending blend. Crust is like a part of the bread. It's the outside of the bread. We say it's the crust. Let's tap out our second word. Ready? Here's a word with a suffix. Remember what we do with a suffix? Spends. And let's look at our last word. This one has a 3-letter blend. Here we go. Ink. Oh, it has a glued sound. We can tap that out again better. Remember when we tap out a glued sound, it's 1 sound. Here we go. Ink. Shrinks. So let's look at our first word, crust. There's a couple things we need to mark. Who can tell me what we need to mark in the word crust? Hyundai, how would we mark the word crust?
The CR and the ST.
The CR and the ST. And remember, those words are the words, or those are the blends. The CR and ST are blends. So each blend gets a line under the letter. Nice job. Is crust an open or closed syllable? Let's think about our rule. To be a closed syllable, remember the word has to have 1 vowel and there has to be a consonant after the vowel. So is the word crust open or closed? Katerine?
Open.
Does it have 1 vowel, Katerine?
No. Close.
Closed. It has 1 vowel. It has the U vowel, and there is a consonant after the vowel. So crust is closed. When we mark a closed syllable, we scoop the whole word and we put a little C, like this. So we marked our blend, we marked our closed syllable. Let's look at our next word, spends. Spend. Like my mom spends money when she goes to the store. How do we mark the word spends? Elliot, is that your hand raised?
S-P and D. And you can have this is how you mark it. You need to mark S-P and D.
You're right. Is there anything else we need to mark?
Yes, the suffix S and put on a Z.
Oh, wow. Elliot has a lot of things to mark. So he said we need to mark the SP because that's the blend at the beginning. We need to mark the ND because that's the blend at the end. And he also said we need to mark the suffix S. Remember when we see a suffix S we put a circle around the suffix, and then we put either an S or a Z on top, depending the sound we hear. Elliot decided we should put a Z on the top. So let's listen to the word spends and think about what sound the suffix makes. Spends. I agree with Elliot that we should put a little Z on the top of the S. The S in the word spends in the suffix is making the Z sound. Now, let's think if spends is an open or closed syllable. Hugh?
It's a closed syllable, and I have one more thing to say.
Wait 1 second and share why it's a closed syllable.
It's why it's a closed syllable. It's because the vowel does not say its name, and there's a consonant after the vowel.
You're right. There's one vowel, the E. It's a short vowel, so it says eh. It doesn't say E. And there's a consonant, an N, after the vowel. Nice job. Hugh, what else did you want to share?
Well, kind of something about another word that has a blend in it.
Okay, go ahead and share it.
It's hard to hear the PL in polka dots.
PL, yes, it's very hard to hear the PL in polka dots. There are some words that have blends that are just really hard blends to hear. Nice job noticing the things to mark and thinking about if it's a closed or open syllable, Elliot and Hugh. If we mark it, we can see we underline the SP, the ND, we circle the suffix and add the little Z on top, and we mark it that it's closed. Let's look at the last word. The last word has a glued sound. It also has a digraph blend, and it has a suffix. So if we tap it out, we say sh, ink, shrinks, shrinks. How do we mark shrinks? Steven.
Mark S-H-R.
Good, we have to mark the SHR, which is the digraph blend. Do you want to keep going, Steven?
No.
No, what else do we need to mark? We need to mark the SHR digraph blend. What else? Frank, what else do we need to mark?
S-H.
Steven shared the SHR. What else is in that word that we should mark?
Ink.
Ink. So we need to put a box around the glued sound. Good. Is there anything else to mark, Frank?
Yes.
What else?
Suffix S.
We need to mark the suffix S. So let's take a look. We're going to underline the SHR digraph blend. We're going to put a box around the glued sound ink. And in the glued sound ink, there's the NK digraph or blend, so we can mark that. We're going to circle the suffix, put an S on top, and this is a closed syllable because it has one vowel and there's a consonant after the vowel. Nice job marking the words. We are done with our message. 1, 2, 3, check. And now it's time for our calendar. So let's take a look. Our calendar has no numbers except for the number 1 because we started a new month today. Yesterday was April. Today is the first day of May. So the date is the number 1. Let's say the date together. Today is May 1st, 2020. Okay, let's take a look at our days in school. Yesterday we were in school for 146 days. If we add 1 straw for today, how many days have we been in school? What's going to come after 146? Katerine?
147.
Good job. After 146, we add a straw. It becomes 147 days of first grade. Let's count by tens. Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 146, 147 days of first grade. We are done with our calendar. 1, 2, 3, check. And before the end of our morning meeting, I just want to remind you about the things you're going to see in the videos today. Today you get to read one of my favorite stories about a donkey named Sylvester, or a pig named Sylvester and the Magic Pebble. Then you get to read a book called Rock Collecting. In math, we're still working on different ways to solve addition problems. You can add the tens first, you can add the ones first. Today's going to show you how you can make a 10 first. So you have one more day after today of solving addition problems, and then we're gonna move on to shapes and telling time. In Cooking Up Words with Miss G today, you're learning new suffixes. So far, all we've learned is the suffix S, but today you are learning 2 new suffixes. You've seen some of these suffixes before. One of the suffixes you're going to learn is ED. That means something that happened in the past. So like you might say, I baked some pie. That happened already. So you're going to learn the ED suffix, and then you're also going to learn the ING suffix, which is something that's happening right now. So I could say right now, I'm teaching on the computer. So make sure you watch Cooking with Miss G, because those 2 suffixes are really important sounds you need to know. Later next week, we're gonna tap out words that have those suffixes. So make sure you're watching it. Those are your 3 videos to watch, and on the website there's the instructions on how to make slime so that you can make your own slime at home another day if you can't make it today. That is all for morning meeting today. I hope you have a good weekend. I won't see you for 2 days, but I will see you back on morning meeting on Monday at 10 in the morning. Does anybody have any questions? I see a lot of hands. Yes, Elliot?
But I had 2 questions.
Go for it.
But I passed the level 16, but I have ED, and it can mean like and I forgot the question. I have one question.
Okay.
ING is a glute sound.
Yes, ING.
Glute sound.
You're right. ING is a glued sound in words like in the word sing, but then it also can be a suffix at the end of the word like sing-ing, and it tells you you're doing it right now. That's a really good observation, Elliot. And Elliot shared that if you are on some of the higher levels in Lexia, you have seen some of these suffixes on Lexia. I saw Hyundai just moved up in Lexia. Nice job, Hyundai. Frank, did you have a question?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'm very close to getting on level 11.
That's awesome. Keep working hard. I can't wait to see you when you move up. Yes, Hyundai?
I'm on level 18 now.
I know. I saw that you moved up in your level last night, and I sent a picture of your certificate to your family, so you should see that on their phone. Hugh, did you have something you wanted to say?
Level. I'm almost on the last. I'm almost on the bottom level of everybody. Everybody's been moving up a lot.
Hyundai, or Hugh, did you have a question?
No.
Okay. Did anybody else have a question? Okay, so I am going to unmute you. Make sure you are watching your videos on the website. Have fun making slime if you make it. And keep working hard at home. I will see you on Monday. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye, guys. I miss you. See you on Monday.
See you on Monday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.